And when we say security, we are not just talking about mere security. We're talking about personal security, corporate security, individual security, official security, and the rest of them. Now, in the US, a few days ago, on the 10th rather, of September 2025, a very prominent figure, Charlie Kirk, was assassinated in the United States. A very big ally of President Donald J. Trump, and a very strong figure in the conservative movement in the US. Now, that is not the first assassination in the US. In fact, the US is known for assassination, if you want me to say. And they are not just known for an assassination, they are known for a specific type of assassination, the open air assassination. You understand? Now, what am I trying to say here? As you're a person, as you're a young person, or whoever that you're watching this now, as you are growing, making progress, and the rest of them, as long as you have made progress than some certain individuals or than some certain people, whether you like it or you do not like it, there are people who will be coming for you, or there are people who do not like you. And based on this, they will look for every possible means that, they eliminate you from what? From this planet Earth that we are at the moment. And for you not to be a victim, that means you need to give security a very important attention. And let me just also inform you as well that, security is not cheap. Security is expensive. That means for you to get it to its maximum means you have to pay a lot of money. If you talk about security gadgets, security cameras, and the rest of them, it's expensive. But it doesn't end there. Now, why is that I say it doesn't end there? Now, you can see that, the man was shot about on the 10th, or on the 9th, on the 10th or on the 9th rather. I think I'll just put the date on the screen. But, days after, FBI released a camera footage unmasking when he was climbing from the top of the roof down and, was even escaping. Now, one question remains. How did he get access to that rooftop? I think that's the most pertinent question that, you should ask yourself. Were there no security in that particular building that, there was a gateway that led to him climbing to that top? And, if you look, there was an escape. There was a door that led to that top. You understand? Now, I'm not saying that, assassins are dumb people. Remember that assassins those guys are very, very well, they are very intelligent people. You understand? So what does this also mean? It means that, this person was able to bypass and break all security protocol, or bypass all security protocol for him to carry out this operation. And what was there? You know what a sniper actually is? As a sniper, professional sniper, means that you have to stay motionless for minutes, for hours. That means for a long duration, you have to learn to stay motionless. So that means this person, apart from being trained, he exhibited this act. And, from that footage that they actually released when this person was actually jumping down from the rooftop and, entering into the woods before he discarded that rifle. And he fled. Now, one question remains. The camera footage that was released, those kind of sensitive places that, that already had the camera placed or installed on them, don't just have cameras in place. having cameras in place are good. But, for a place that, things are happening, the security control room should have somebody viewing what is happening in each of those cameras. And at every point in time, if there is need for emergency response or for emergency team to swing in, to counter whatever bad scenario that, that can possibly happen, that such cameras actually was captured, then it is very pertinent. You understand? If there was, such camera, the control room of such cameras, there were security personnel or either local security or even the police department, then yes, local security of the university, because I believe the university will have its own local security that, is when cases get solved and, they hand over to police, or when there are critical cases, hand over to the police department and, stuff like that. Then when it becomes a national issue, then the FBI now have to come in. Then when it's a case of terrorism, then maybe the CIA will also get involved as well. Now, it means that all of the time why this guy had access to that rooftop before he mounted whatever things that he was assembling to make that rifle, nobody saw him. The camera was just only there watching him, but nothing was happening. You understand? If there was somebody who was actually watching that particular video footage in real time, such assassination would have been would have been averted. How about the attempted one of Donald Trump prior to his re-election? He was also in a campaign ground when he was almost assassinated. It is God that, that made him just turn his neck and, that just came and hit the side of his ears. You understand? So not just about installing cameras everywhere, when you install cameras, also have people who will monitor these cameras. You understand? Because there's no point in, bringing out camera footage and it reveals whoever committed such heinous act and whatever. Now, even if the perpetrator of such a crime goes in for it, it's not equal to the person that has been lost. Do you know why it may not be equal to the person that has been lost? Because the ideologies, the philosophies that, that the person that has been lost, that he carries, that he was supposed to transcend into generations, all of those philosophies has died. All of the plans, the good plans that such a person actually had, that is supposed to, transcend and, dispense to generations, to nations, all of such plans has also died. You understand? Now, if you're in Nigeria, there was a time that, a particular supermarket, in a very big supermarket, I think even not just a supermarket, it's like a departmental store, very large, it was razed by fire in Abuja. After the incident, a recovered CCTV footage state or indicate or showed rather that, a little girl was in the shop, in a section of the shop that particular day. She was playing with lighter. You know what? That lighter, and she was on it, she turned it on and, she left it on. And, when it started lighting, then she placed it, while it was still on, we placed it close to things that could burn. And, she placed it there while it was burning, then she just ran away. A very little girl. Guess what? It was that fire that engulfed the entire shop, entire building, and even the surrounding buildings. It later grew to become a very large inferno. And that was how the whole of that supermarket, very mighty supermarket in Abuja, Nigeria. I think I will put the story, I will link the story to this video.
And then it's worthy to note at this point that throughout the time she entered the store at this day, she did not come here for once before now. So she's coming here for the first time today now, and we can see how she picked the lighter. She knew exactly where everything is or was at this time. So she picked the lighter. We can see she's lighting back up now. Somebody was passing. She pretended as if nothing was happening, and when she was done, she replaced the lighter back and was going back. You can see her looking back to see what she has done. So the fire is just starting up, so it cannot be easily noted or identified by passerby or anybody. And we can see the lady at the far end. The girl is watching, she's observing what she has done, if it has lighted up or not. If you look closely, you see her moving away. So the fire is increasing gradually. So because it's been set up on packs of lighters to be easier for it to explode. Okay, so you can see staffs moving around. Could not be able to identify it at this point because it's just beginning. So the fire is increasing now, and then if you notice, the lighters are now exploding. So we can see the flame is catching up, it's spreading. Okay, so a staff has seen the incident and he has run to get a fire extinguisher. I'd like us to look closely at the screen towards the center. You notice the three ladies that came in together and one of them lit the fire. They are together now, you can see them, and I would like you to observe this one behind, the smile she's having presently, and then she's going to come back again so you can observe better. So just watch the screen. So just watch the screen so you can see her again and observe her face closely. Just observe her face.
So you can watch it. That was how, such a particular supermarket was lost by the owner. Now, the owner lost the supermarket, but that's not the thing that we're talking about here. Now, this owner had money to install CCTV, but this owner did not pay attention to whoever that should be monitoring that CCTV footage in real time. In fact, it should just be the work that particular person is doing. It should just be monitoring the CCTV footage in real time. When there are cases that need emergency intervention, then emergency intervention should be called upon. If there was somebody who was monitoring such CCTV footage in real time, such a particular fire incident, I'm talking about that now, the Abuja supermarket incident that was got by Inferno would have been averted, because while she was playing with that lighter, somebody from, the security camera control room would have easily did a radio communication to other security who are closer to that particular section or that row of that particular departmental store and say, check row 8, row 9, or check, lighting and fireworks related, or matches, or whatever thing, that household items, or kitchen, whatever the name may be. Checks. A little girl is playing with these things there, and while she left the fire, she would have been apprehended at the entrance of the supermarket, and she would have been called for questioning, and whoever sent her, they would have unmasked whoever person that actually was sent that particular guy. Because from the CCTV footage that was released, it clearly looks like this, as if this person is like an agent who carefully came to actually to come and carefully exhibit this act. You understand? Now, so such a CCTV was there, but at that particular moment, it became useless because there was nobody who was manning the CCTV to be watching what was happening in real time. You understand? So that's what I want to tell you today. Security is good, but at the same time, it's expensive. But in its expensiveness, don't be penny wise and pound foolish. You understand? So look at the consequence it will bring if you do not want to pay attention to important aspects of security. When you man security cameras, also have somebody who is money. If that should just be his job. Hence, if anything now happens from his negligence, you know how to treat him. You understand? If that should just be the only job that he's doing, if it's possible, just tell him that your work here is to monitor all of this screen. You tell him there are 5 cameras connected to it. There are 8, 10, whatever the number is. Just your work is to monitor it. And if you see any kind of activity or any strain with any of the happening in any of the camera footage, report to security control. You understand? This is Deficit Podcast. Do well to like this video, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace.